Hey everybody, welcome back to War Hospital. Hope we're having a great day.
Sir, new patient arrived.
Or at least a better day than these poor saps are having. We just got a whole bunch of prisoners. We just got a whole bunch of patients brought in off the train. And I've been trying to assign them to doctors. We've got quite a few assigned already, as you can see. It's going to be a stressful day for these doctors. However, you might remember, we are getting 2 more surgeons. And that's happening in a couple of hours. So that's going to be great. Pretty sure this guy's close. We'll put you there, and we'll put you there. Okay? Elaine Barbeau, you got your 3rd trait. Aaron Carter already has his 3rd trait, too. So we're getting a couple of veteran doctors here. Their 3rd traits, really great. Faster operations, tires slower. I like that. We already have higher chances for simplifications and lower chances for complications. So now we'll just have you go faster and tire slower. I don't exactly know what that means, like quantify that, right? Is it like we'll go lower supplies? I have a feeling we're going to be using a lot of them.
Sir, new patient
arrived. So our doctor is going to arrive at just after noon. So we're almost there. The next train that comes in is going to have our 2 surgeons and also another nurse, which is going to be great. Let's give these guys a little bit of a rest. Yeah, pull people off of that. Nurses. Let's make Axtell goes here, Lot goes there, Esteron goes there. Let's put Rosie in here, and Phillips can go on this side. We're gonna go 12-hour shifts, 12-hour shifts, 12-hour shifts until we get the 8-hour shifts unlocked. We're also getting 2 additional nurses, one of which will go in from this area anyway. One of those guys will go in the operating wards, and one of them will go in CCS. And then we'll probably just have the rehab center, 1 nurse all the time. I do like the bonuses that go to their rehabilitation, but I think I'll go with situationally useful. Like a lot of times it doesn't really matter how fast, as long as they get there before the battle, right? Unless I'm really out of drafts and it's like I need drafts now, then sure, I'll juggle them around. But let's make sure we have plenty of people in the CCS. We're gonna need that. Don't need this many in the cemetery though. We'll give everybody a rest. All right, everybody. There we go. So the 2 doctors are gonna show up.
Sir, nurses reached the hospital.
And now that they're here, we can start treating better patients. So you're off the train. You're gonna go to work immediately. You're gonna go to work immediately. There you go. We'll put you after that. You are gonna be an amputee. You're going to be amputated. You're going to be exhausted. So we'll switch you down to here. There we go. Amputee. And then you, at this point, are going to just, I don't know, slap you at the end over here. And then, how much is that? 2 meds is fine. This guy is taking too many meds. Oh, I can't drag him. There it goes. So we'll amputate on him. Everyone has a job. Okay. Chemical ward. Very busy, aren't we? Everybody's in good condition, but we want the higher ranks done first for the benefits that go with that. So, we'll put you here. Rest will be there. Put you here. Rest is there. And we'll stick you after the rest because you're probably going to be fine. You are 8 meds, so we'll go ahead and do the oxygen thing with you. And then you can have, I don't know, we'll put you whoever's done less. So, hey. Right away, started chapter 3. We got 24 people in here. It's nuts. Rosie Wood. We can get rid of Reckless. Indeed we can. All right, cool. We need to go to the trenches. That battle's coming really quick. Let's see what's going on for scouting. We've got this location over here. This is crouching enemy hidden forces. Many villages have reported large groups of men sneaking under the cover of night. HQ, fearing some sort of covert German operation, wants the scout team to investigate. Daniel Marshall, you are up, sir. Off you go. And then I don't know that it's necessary because it just doesn't seem like has that profound of an effect, really. But if we wanted to order more scouts for the scout teams, I suppose we could do that. I think you can also do it. Can't you also do it by going How does that work? Assignment? Yeah, right here. Can I just add scout? It doesn't let me click it here because these guys are on a mission. But if I go like this, so it's only going to cost 1. So a new scout team costs 2. That's fine. But like adding scouts to that team, I can't actually do that because I don't have. I need these to do that. So I can't do that. But we could look at adding more scouts to the team. You know, because sometimes they come back. And you know, they come back with supplies per scout, right? So like you earned 10 alcohol per scout. There's only one person on the team, so you only get 10 alcohol, right? That kind of thing is sometimes a little annoying. So yeah, we can look at it. I said I had 3. Oh, the amputations immediately go in here. That makes sense. And then, you know, they'll go home and we'll get the morale boost for it. Well, all right then. I'll put you here, and then we'll probably give you the oxygen, and everybody else has tasks. So we're just going to let them go and do those tasks. You're not even going to be tired until all the way over here. So we'll just have you keep going until you're... Yeah. If you're not going to be exhausted, then we'll put your rest as late as possible, right? Because we're making shorter rehabilitation times. We're making shorter operations. All the simplifications are really helping. HQ has decided to mount a great push on other parts of the front in an effort to break the German defense line. They ask for any reinforcements we can send. Send soldiers to HQ 24. How long do I have to do that? Oh, it's a chapter goal. So like it just stays here. Okay. Well, we'll definitely be sending them. Shorter rehabilitation or morale go. I mean, we may need the morale. I'm gonna really hit that morale as much as I can. I'm going to help the supplies, too. We're going to hit the morale as best as we can for as long as we can. Let me just get to assignments here because my engineers are probably getting pretty tired. Let's swap out the teams here. Everybody out. Okay. New people have arrived. We're going to say we want these meds made. We're going to need more of those. We can make a little bit more alcohol. And then you guys are going to work first on the warehouse enhancement. Although triple shift system will be done first. So maybe we just clear that for now. Tell you what, one of each. The least effective strategy possible. It takes the longest for each of them. Okay, we want to send you to HQ. HQ. And we have to survive here too. So I can't just do this for everyone. So it looks like I am going to have to... Wow. I got to send a whole lot of big tier 3 soldiers to the front lines to get that. That's going to be a battle there. I have to do it though. So like I got to survive. Hi there. Do you want one of my engineers? You do indeed. 1 engineer, 2 staff points coming up. Let's give it, I don't really care which one. You can have, man, their rest times are actually pretty quick, aren't they? All right, you can have just any random guy. Doesn't matter. There you go. All right, Armel Price, relatively new physician. He's already practiced, so I think we're going to increase the chances for simplifications. I like it. Speaking of simplifications, morale going up. Seems good. I don't like a 15-hour rehabilitation time, though. That's bad. I need it for that battle, so I'm actually going to decline that and just make the surgery be a little bit easier because I need you to recover a little bit faster than that. All right. If the morale, I mean, I'm at 57%. I do need morale, but there's a battle coming soon. Okay. Innovative. Uses less resource when making medicine. Can we make you even better? No? I wish everyone was ascetic. That'd be awesome. If I just made every single member of my team, that's a strategy I think you could do. You could go through like you could go through all your people, and every time this option comes in, you could give them that trait. And eventually you could set your rations to half and have your morale net positive, which would be kind of cool, you know? We'll just have you work significantly better. At this point, I don't think it's worth it because I don't have nearly enough people with that trait. But if I had a lot of people with that trait, that would be probably pretty good. Died during operation. Boo, I don't like people dying. That sucks. Make that one easier. Do we have 2? What's up with this? People are tired. It's nurses. Oh, yeah, it's nurses. Yeah. Nurses are not on shifts over here. Go like... I mean, they are on shifts. They're on 12-hour shifts. You guys have 12-hour shifts active? What the hell? What? You got this tired with 12-hour shifts active? You see what I'm talking about? It's not enough. It's so wild. Well, do that. And then, yeah, this. And then, yeah, that. I guess. 12-hour shifts are just so inadequate, man. It sucks. Do we have our 3-hour shift system now? We do have 8-hour shifts now. Okay, so we can do 8-hour shifts here, I guess. And we'll have... I guess we can just line it up like this. These 2 are working now. And then this one has the next shift after the next one. So like she basically just got off work. Right? It's 6 p.m. Her shift ends at 2. So she's got time to, you know, to do the thing. We're going to have multiple shifts here. So that's good. And then in the operating ward, we'll bring these nurses in when we can. And right now we'll do 12-hour shifts here. But I like this. I think this is good. I would say, though, that the operating room is probably more important than the casualty clearing station. And then I need Axel back because she's got all the bonuses for operating wards. But I guess we could bring in... Martina's okay. We could do this one. 8-hour shifts here with you guys is pretty good. I would want to switch you out to be first shift so that you have more time to rest. We'll give you second shift. And you third shift. And then maybe we'll we'll leave this the way it is for now. Like I gotta juggle my people around for an 8-hour shift, but if this is what they like, if it means I don't have to go ever back into the staff tab, that would be great. I just need to get more staff, but if I never have to go back in the staff tab, that would be amazing. All right, let's pile in here and get that done. And then I want to make more meds here. More meds here. Flop you guys out. There we go. Make more meds. Gets a little bit of ration work done too. And we let it go. Morale goes up. Simplifications are good. I'm going to let it run for a bit until something happens. I'll be right back. Actually, before I do that, check out the rehabilitation center. There are 23 people in here. I have never had so many people in my pending folder. And so many people being released from duty. So let's go down the list here, huh? We got to have some decisions made. I want this line to be really well enforced. So anyone who's going to get out soon enough to do that should go that way. We are still considered good. That's crazy. There's the strong I was looking for. We're going to do even more. You know, just pile it in there. Even stronger, man. All right, and then everybody else goes to HQ because I have to send people to HQ for the main story. Plus, I want the drafts. So everybody else goes this way, except you. We can put a little more in there. So we're going to stack the front lines with a whole bunch of people. And then I'm starting to think maybe rehabilitation times is going to be important since, surprisingly, the rehab center is filling up. Didn't see that coming. So real quick, we're going to go 24 hours with you guys and get everybody in there for... maximum rehab bonus time and just like kick it all out as fast as we can. And then of course we still have medical teams that need to be swapped out. Here you go. Yeah, we could probably get the 8-hour shifts on these guys too. I think we could do something like this would be okay. I think we would want you currently working this shift. I think the current shift. Yeah, we need to swap the shifts. You go like that. And then you guys in the cemetery will do a 12-hour shift there. With these guys being on an 8-hour, I'm kind of hoping that we see The first shift's got 3 people. Second shift's got 2. Third shift's got 2. All right. So, again, we're trying to work with this 8-hour shift thing
Sir, a message
as much as I
arrived.
can. Okay, what's the message? Major Wells, as our word is our bond, we want to offer our services as medic team to you and the hospital. Ooh. Ooh. All right, so how do I increase my capacity for additional medical teams? It would be here, right? This improvement right here. So staff lodging, get to work on that. And then we can have more medical teams, which would be really good. All right. We got a lot of little red blips and stuff around here. I don't like that. Got a lot of stuff to pay attention to here. This guy's stable. We'll just get him. There you go. And for the chemical guys, he's extremely exhausted. Well, he's going to rest soon. So that's okay. I'm going to put you in front of him like that and get you back to work. And then you will be here and you will be here. And we can do that. Okay. Excellent. So as we proceed with our upgrades, we're going to have more places to store stuff. So when the train comes in, we don't keep filling up our freight. We want to be able to hold more. And then on top of that, we're also going to get the upgrade for housing on the medical team. And then we're going to get a free medical team out of that right there. Plus, the HQ is going to provide us with some staff points soon. And that'll be pretty good too. Tires significantly less, only in a specific place though, which is fine. We're gonna do shifts with you guys. So, Adrian Roth, you're already better at rehab though. So why don't we just have you work significantly better, whatever that vague thing is. We'll do let's do the 10-hour shorter rehab on that person. It's fine. So this one here we go. Give me the drafts now, and then we'll send you to the line over here. There's a good period of time here, but I'm sending a lot of people there. Increased cost or longer rehab. A longer operation for an hour and a half isn't that bad. But I would like to know... The doctor's considered well rested, so we can go a little longer there. And then right there. There we go. All right, let me let this run for a while. I'll be right back. One of our engineers appears to have an upgrade. Character level up. Here we go. So... he's an engineer, so I think I like him using less supplies. That's really great, being able to do that. Uses up less resources to produce food rations and alcohol is pretty good too, though. Or we could just, flat upgrade here, but I like the idea of using less resources, so I'm going to say he's innovative. Phoenix Webb. We want him working in the pharmacy. So... here's my medical teams, right? Casualty clearing station is full on 8-hour shifts. Shouldn't have any problems with their, tiredness. We also have the ADS, which hasn't really much use right now. That's on 8-hour shifts as well. Just one person in there all the time. And then the cemetery is just 2 people in there alternating on 12-hour shifts. For nurses, we have all these guys back now, which is great. I forget what Esme wants. Let me just double check and see what that is. Esme is... I don't even know if that's how you say her name, but... oh, she works way worse than CCS. We definitely want to do that. And then slightly speeds up operating wards. So let's put her in the operating wards then. So she can go in here as well. I think one of you two probably need to get out, but the operating wards is a really important place to have our nurses too. At the moment, we have 12-hour shifts going on in the rehab center. I could, again, just switch this to be 8-hour shifts and have one each, and then I never have to worry about nurses getting tired. Let me make sure the shifts are proper here, too. We got 2 people on 1, 2 people on shift 2, and then 1 person on shift 3. If we're going to have 1 person on 3, it better be Axtell. She can handle it herself there. So 2 there, 2 there, and then 1 there. I think that's the way it's going to have to be for now. The rehab center, it's pretty important that we get people rehabbed quickly. And then I'm still not doing shifts for my engineers yet because they're kind of flopping all over the place. I would like to lock that down, figuring out where to go and lock it all down. I just haven't really gotten to doing it yet. So let's move you guys out and put you in there. Okay. So we're shuffling people around there too. We are full on rations. We made them. We're also full on freight. We've got to get the warehouse upgrade done. 83%. I'll feel pretty good about that. We're also full on trauma meds. Didn't notice that either. So let's get out and put this one. Yep, we'll go in here and go with these ones instead. And we're trying to crank out the alcohol too. So the engineering team is doing fantastic. Everything seems to be coming together. I have placed so many people in HQ. And we're strong for the battle ahead, which is just going to happen right now. That's why I brought you guys back. And then we're also good for the next battle already too. So I've also sent quite a few people to the front lines. We're at 19 drafts. I've already sent 11 people to HQ. That's pretty nice. Another update here. We've got some people who are really not having a good time. Definitely going to amputate that guy. Put you there. Let's let somebody else do the amputation. You guys are really good doctors, okay? We don't want you wasting amputations on you. You are going to get the oxygen. And we're going to put you after his rest because you're in good condition anyway. Let's give you the oxygen as well. I'll give you the oxygen. And then you're rapidly declining as well. I think you're probably... Which one of you guys are not? Yeah, you're not going down very fast. So let's get the guy that's going down really fast first. Then you will here, and then you can be here. And we're basically giving everybody oxygen on that side. Which is good for the morale. They'll get released, and then our morale will go up. We're at 71% on that, so I like it. Because we have so many rations, this might be a good time, actually. I realize the warehouse upgrade's about to happen, but because we have so many rations, here it is, we could... Oh, the alcohol cost is huge, isn't it? We could do this. There's not enough alcohol to do it. Wow. That is a problem. All right, we don't need that then. Take that back down. Logan Finley, how are you? How you doing there, buddy? How about you take and use up less resources making medical supplies? I like it. Logan Finley. We can make sure Logan Finley is right here. Yep, there. He's in the spot he's supposed to be in. Who's the other dude? Phoenix Webb, right? Yeah. We want you to be right there, Phoenix Webb. And I'd love to open up this final slot, and then I can start getting better shift systems working here. I think that would be pretty amazing to do. Start opening up these slots. So why don't we get another... Since I don't really have much for you guys to do, why don't we get another project going? So improvements, production. I'm thinking maybe... I mean, we could take the hot beverage dispensers because we're decreasing how many rations we use, which is pretty nice. But I really want to upgrade production. I'm thinking, gosh, trauma or chemical, right? Which one? Let's do trauma. Maybe we don't have to do one of those. Maybe we can just look at some of these instead. Like this one's going to open up more production for alcohol, which is good. And I don't really think there's anything else to do. Allows for more storage on alcohol. Increases the number of trucks, which is useless. Storing more freight is pretty good too. Yeah. All right. Tell you what. Why don't we go with the trauma meds first? Yeah, we'll upgrade for the trauma meds first. So staff lodging here, there, and there. We'll start upgrading that right now. And then let's slide you into there so we can get that done faster. And then we'll start working on expanding our warehouse capacity and stuff from there, because I don't like seeing this. This is bad, right? We don't want green numbers here because it means that we are unable to make any more. And if we get like a huge influx of trauma patients, for example, we can just whip through this really quickly. Some of those guys take like 7 or 8 meds each. So like already, boom, 7 patients and we're just depleted. So I want to have higher stockpiles if I can. Crouching enemy. The scout team reached the village where the sightings of a group of men were reported last. To the scouts' surprise, the villagers were really cooperative, telling them about the groups of men sneaking through the southern fields. They seemed to be traveling in many separate groups, 5 to 6 men each, avoiding being spotted and taking routes that were as far from the light as possible. The commander decided to check the fields. The tracks they found there seemed to corroborate the villagers' stories. There are multiple tracks of small groups of people sneaking through the fields, all leading in the same direction. Well, we're going to follow the tracks, of course. Just make sure that you're actually going to do that instead of needing to be manually. Yeah, you're actually you're going to do it, so that's fine. All right, here we go. I'm just going to skip it.
Sir, a report from the last
We got things to do. We got lots of people out in the trenches now.
Our forces in the north
Shorter rehab times. How about this one? We can raise morale. I'm good with that.
were forced to give some land to the Germans.
Ooh.
That means we lost access to Kashish, and Obley Forest to the east, and Les Frontier's Forest to the west.
We're losing stuff. We'll take a longer rehab time here. It's fine. As long as the morale is going up. I'm gonna lose people here. I just know it. So I want that morale to be as high as possible, just in case I do need to go through that canteen and go with half rations for a little bit. I want to make sure we have that. Okay, what's going on with ADS? We're at 11 people in the trenches. Is not that bad. All right, we're going to start giving some people rests here. So let's pop those out. Let's give you a rest. I'll just pick one of you guys at random. That's fine. Nurses are super fine. Medic teams, they're starting to get exhausted, but they are resting now because they're in that 8-hour shift configuration. We also have now 2 additional medical teams. So let's get 1 in ADS. We can switch you guys. I think probably switching... 8-hour shift is fine here, I guess. Yeah, then I'll never have to deal with it again. And then we can go 8-hour shift here and have 1 in each for the cemetery too. So this pretty much takes care of staff management for the medical teams. I'm good with that. Which shift do we want to work double time here though? Or rather, which shift do we want to have with 2 people in it? It doesn't really matter, does it? Now it's 3:02 p.m. So why don't we make the because people are in the trenches now, right? Why don't we make the second shift be the 1? Yeah. And then we need to start getting the engineers organized this way too. But I need to unlock these other sections in order to do that. So that's where I'm going next with my area here. Once I'm done with the warehouse enhancement. And did I not do this stuff? Herbs greenhouse? What? Oh, right. Yeah. This is for the trauma meds. Yeah, exactly. I just did this. And then from there, we go. Ooh, look at this. Electric mixing machines. Increases production speed. I've been wanting something like this. But I have to have this first. So let's get this now. So staff lodging. You guys are going to start working on this. And when you guys are rested, I'll start kicking you over there. In fact, I'm going to shift one of you over there now. So that's going to help us. It's going to improve us being able to give meds. Get meds out, which is great. And then I'm going to send you to HQ and you here. Because these guys still want more. They just want soldiers. They don't need a specific rank of soldier, but they're still giving me the drafts. So it's still good to send high-ranking soldiers. Also, what happened to the drafts I was supposed to get for sending the guy to the track? Did I not get those staff points? Maybe that was the staff points I already spent. Because I did get 2 medical teams, so I guess. Oh, this guy's got an emergency. What is this? Increase cost, but oh my gosh. No longer fit for combat. You're doing inhalation anyway. You were never going to be fit for combat. I did oxygen inhalation specifically to get you through there quicker, so... Yeah, you're not going to be fit for combat. That's the whole point. That's all right, because it's morale. 78% morale now. I do like it. All right, so not so bad. Honestly, like I expected the battles and stuff to be a bit more serious there, a bit more severe, but it's actually not that bad. So we've got all these guys here, and we want to just start giving you guys to people. So we'll go here. Let's go there. Let's go here, and let's go there. All the rank 3s, we definitely want to continue with those. We'll give a rest period to you there, and then we'll go Rank 2 with 2 is pretty good. We'll give you to Barbeau, and then we'll give you to my other veteran, or we can give this other guy some experience. It don't really matter how we do it, right? And then give you a rest after that. All right. Cool. So everybody's gonna go do the thing now. I will check back in with you guys in a little bit here. Let's get those drafts. Yeah, we got time to fill that to blue. We got time. Or not. Really? I mean, I can always... Actually, I think he was done. Oh, no. Are they attacking the camp directly? What is this? What just happened? Shorter rehab. Decreased cost. Somebody talk to me here. What was that? What was all that about? Somebody tell me. Why are you showing me this video? It must mean something. But what? All right. I'm going to put you here. Thank you. Trauma award. We got one for you. There we go. And one for you. There we go. So everybody's operating on somebody right now. Decreased cost for meds is great. Warehouse is nearly completed, man. So close. When that train rolls in, hopefully we don't see green numbers this time. Man. I don't think I was ever going to have one of those anyway. Fine. More difficult surgery. Let's decrease the cost as much as we can. And then even more simplifications. There's my morale. We're up to 80% now. That's pretty good. I like it. And everybody, like, I love having just this full staff of doctors and everything. That's pretty great. I'm wondering, like, can I get more in the trauma ward, or is that all I can have? Am I capped out with what I'm allowed to have right now? Let's swap out all my engineers. There we go. Yep, meds production. We want production of that resource. Everybody else just rest for a bit, all right? I mean, we're going to go real skeleton crew on our engineers for a second, because y'all are too tired. Always. Look at this shit. Extremely exhausted. They're on an 8-hour shift. They're on the 8-hour thing. And look, they still have another hour and a half to go. That's no good, man. Like, it's like they're not getting the rest anyway. I wonder if this is bugged out or something. You know? I have no idea. Maybe it's just an extremely exhausting shift, but I don't know. I mean, I think I'm gonna tell you what, we got a lot of operations happening right now. Let's just temporarily do this. I'm gonna pull you out so you can rest right now, and then we'll put you back into the schedule with an 8-hour schedule later. I'm not sure how you're extremely exhausted, but you should have had 16 hours to rest. 8 hours on, 16 hours off is what you should have now. So, I mean, that's way better than you had before. I get that it's tiring work. I understand, but I'm talking from like a game mechanic standpoint. I've shortened everything as much as I can. So if you're still getting exhausted, I don't know what else I could do for you, you know? We can improve their rehabilitation speed by 25%. That's pretty nice. Everybody's in staff lodging too. So let's get a couple of guys on that. And we got 2 drafts remaining. I think I'm actually going to spend those on a little bit of alcohol. And just to make sure we don't run out, I'm going to add... Oh, I can't, because that costs more than 1. Yeah. We'll add some food rations. Yeah, just to make sure we don't run out, I'll add some additional food rations to the order. All right. So I'm going to let this run for a little bit. I keep saying that, but they keep popping things up at me. But I don't want you guys... I want the videos... For you, I want the videos to be really snappy, right? I want you to just basically see the stuff that matters. And a lot of this, like, waiting around and showing the numbers and stuff, doesn't matter as much for content's sake. So I want to move this series along. I got a lot of games to play. I'm having fun with this one, but I got a lot of games to play and not a lot of time to play them. So I want to move things along for you guys, even if it doesn't necessarily move it along more for me. So I'll be right back. We're gonna get more in the trenches. I want this to go blue, but I also again want the drafts if I can get it. Mason Chasey, engineer, decreases construction time right here. Less resources, Medical supplies. That is chasey. Perfect. Also, there's another scouting trip on the map too. It says evacuating villages. The French forces are evacuating villages near the front line. The scouts have been asked to help with the evacuation of one of these villages. So we're going to send Aiden Powell's team out that way to get that taken care of. Crouching enemy. The scouts quickly discover that the tracks led to the nearby forest, where they stumble on an abandoned camp that seems to have been left recently, maybe a day ago. There are the remains of multiple small campfires, trampled grass, and signs indicating that many people slept directly on the ground. The scout commander deduced the group must comprise between 20 and 30 people. As with the previous tracks, there were new ones leading away from the camp. They seem to have a similar pattern. The group divided into 5 6-man parties and departed, probably within small intervals of time, using slightly different routes. Understood.
Sir, engineers reached the engineering depot.
So what do we do with this information then?
Sir, nurses reached the rehab.
What do we do with this information? Well, it's over here. The scout team follows the tracks left by the group of men and the abandoned camp. So that's what we'll do.
Scout started a new mission.
5 hours next time. So both of these missions actually will get hit pretty much at the same time. I have sent a total of 15 people to HQ.
Medics are on the way.
And rehab has a whole bunch more queued up. So that'll be 19 total from there. I have tested this because I just moved somebody over here from the trenches. One more level 3 will put us at strong status. So we have plenty of time for that. That said, we don't have a whole lot for like level 3s going on in here, but we're doing a pretty good at getting people taken care of here. So we'll just do, these guys aren't really that expensive. I mean, we have the meds now, so I'm just going to put them in here and say that we operate on them with the full capacity that we've got. Also, I temporarily put my ADS medical teams on a 24-hour shift here just to get all 4 of them going, because I noticed we still had people in the trenches,
Patient is cured.
and now
Sir, medics are on the
we
way.
can bring people in and do that. Also, in between the cuts, I took the time. It's painstaking, and I hate it. But I took the time to go through my medical teams, and we have preferences, right? Everybody has their preferences, and we are getting morale, gaining morale, gaining morale, gaining morale, gaining morale, gaining morale. I got everybody set, unless you don't have any preferences, of course, and then there's nothing I can do for that. But everyone who's picky and has preferences is giving us morale, okay? Except this guy. He wants to work the second shift in a 12-hour shift system. And I kind of need to, maybe make the cemetery be a 12-hour shift system between just 2 people. That'd be fine. I just haven't found a good counterpart for that yet. Maybe I should switch this up, actually. You want to be second shift in a 12-hour system. And you want to be first shift in an 8-hour shift system. So possibly what I could do here is, since you don't have any preferences, I could swap ADS to be a 12-hour, an 8-hour system here. So I can move the preference, move you here, and then I can say you can go here, and then I can switch this to 12 hours. You want to be shift 2, that gets you the morale boost, and then you 2 don't have any preferences, and so that's our cemetery team until I move you over here, which I can't do because I don't have enough spaces, so that's fine. And then over here, it's an 8-hour system. You just want to be first shift, so I can just do that now. And that will give you the morale bump, you the morale bump, you the morale bump, and the morale bump. So now we're just gaining tons of morale, right? From our medical teams. And I think that's how you can go like half rations. If you have everybody working the job that they want, that's how you can probably handle half rations. Let's just make the surgery really easy. Shorten the rehabilitation time on that guy. And yeah, so we're at 80% morale, and we're going to be gaining it with our staff. Every, whatever the interval is, we'll just do that. 88 hours for rehab? Preliminary analysis indicates that the patient's mental state is stable and could recover if given enough time away from combat with no need for additional medicine. All right, fine.
Sir, new patient arrived. Sir, operation was successful.
I'm not really sure whether that was a good idea or not. but
Sir, patient
whatever.
is cured.
88 hours seems like a long time, but we also don't have a whole lot of patience right now. I say that, you know,
Nurses are on the way.
kind of like with a knock on wood sort of thing, but like it's so far a really quiet chapter. There's not a lot going on. And maybe that has to do with how well we did last chapters. I don't know if there's any carryover, so there may not be any carryover with this game. We'll see. All right,
Sir,
scouts.
Operation was successful.
Let's see what the scouts do. Evacuating villages. We should have a pop-up for this right now.
Patient is cured.
Oh no, I was gonna go click the scout house and that was crazy. I don't know what I just clicked. I gotta reload it, I guess. All right, I just reloaded and there's 9 patients in here now. Is that new, or does they just magically appear? Like, it was really quiet and all of a sudden they're here. Maybe that was just happening in the background and I just didn't notice. So rank 3, rank 3, rank 3, rank 3, and then the 2s, and whoever has the shortest surgery. You drew that right there. Okay, and then you'll be exhausted. You still your rest. It's fine. You are gonna go. Let's say there, and then we'll treat. This is a 7-hour procedure. I mean, this guy's got to be getting close to done, right? Put you here instead, and then we'll have you rest on that one. Okay, so I think that takes care of everything that's pending, right? Yeah, chemical wards, not busy. All right, now, don't click anything. So I have no idea what I selected. There's a lot of options. All right, evacuation frenzy. The village is in a state of disarray. Instead of packing only the most essential things, instead of packing only the most essential things and food, the villagers tried to pack all their possessions into the carts, sometimes even including furniture. What makes the matter worse is that many of the carts look old or fragile, not prepared to handle such weights. There was also an apparent lack of horses to pull all the carts. The scout commander quickly assesses the situation. He knows the people won't be thinking straight as they are on the verge of panic. Also, he knows the carts are too heavy, are heavily loaded to be moved by men, and some probably even for horses. He can see that many of the carts will probably break after they try to move them, or not long after their departure. And he knows he has to hurry to meet the evacuation deadlines. So what do we do? Allow taking as much as a cart can handle and repair the broken carts. 4 additional hours of work. Allow to pack only the most essential things and use cars to transport the elderly. Takes 2 additional hours of work. Discard the carts entirely, as they'll only slow the villagers down. We're going to do this one. The scouts split up and start to move from cart to cart, telling the villagers to pack only the most essential things onto their carts and forcibly throwing things out if they deem them unessential. The villagers protest at first, but most of them stop when the scouts explain the short deadline for evacuation and the approaching German forces. Sometimes, however, with the most uncooperative villagers, they are forced to use violence and destroy the items. The scout commander is not happy that they need to use such tactics, but he knows that without them, they have no way of making it to the evacuation zone in time. And even with them, this probably will be a close call. Understood.
Sir, Scouts unit has started a new mission.
And there's the other one. German covert forces. Following the tracks left by the group of men sneaking into the night, the scouts find their newest camp. Just as it was with the previous one, there were many small campfires with small fires that barely gave off any light or glow. There were groups of men sitting, laying, or sleeping directly on the ground around the campfires. They appeared to have no weapons, and only some of them had small packs, probably with supplies or clothes. They were all wearing German military uniforms and seemed to be from a single unit. There was also a single man walking from fire to fire, talking to the German soldiers and, from the looks of it, trying to keep their morale up. The markings on his uniform indicated that he's an officer, equivalent to a British second lieutenant. So we notify HQ about the German forces, or we hide to gather more information. Ooh. Let's hide. The scouts quickly see that the Germans don't appear to be very disciplined or in high spirits. Most of them look like they are only just holding it together, and only the presence of the officer was keeping the group together. They looked at the German officer with nearly desperate hope in their eyes. One of the scouts also noticed that they appear to be fairly starved and that their rations were small at best. Their clothing also appeared to be fairly dirty, even ragged. Further observation revealed that the Germans do not have any weapons with them besides 2 rifles and the officer's handgun. I mean, if we follow the soldiers to the next camp, I mean, we could just, we could follow them to the next camp, I guess. Maybe they'll lead us to other people, and then we can inform them. You know, I think we'll try that. We'll follow them to their next camp instead. Just keep
medics reach the advanced dressing station.
We'll just keep an eye on them, right? So here he goes. Crouching enemy, hidden forces. Yeah, I can't quite see it. It's how it works. Scout team keeps following the group of German soldiers, observing their behavior. An extra 4 hours.
Sir, Scouts unit have started a new mission.
It's an extra 4 hours of time, but I think it's worth it. We're going to get extra information, and they don't seem to be much of a threat, right? They're not heavily armed, so if something goes wrong and we get spotted, we could probably fight them. Hey, trauma specialist Nathaniel Vermont. How are you? I'm thinking Vermont. Maybe it's Vermont. Not like the state, but maybe it's like a... Nah, never mind. I'm not going to try. Performs operations faster, tires slightly slower. I like that. Let's just do that.
Sir, operation was successful.
Oh, good. There's a lot of successful going on. That was cool.
Patient is cured.
It just kind of showed the map underneath it as an overlay. I like that. Nurses are very tired. When is your shift over? 2 o'clock? Oh my gosh, your shift is... You're already exhausted. I don't know if the 8-hour shift works. Man, I don't know. Like, is there something else I can do? I would also love to have more nurses. But I was looking through the... like all the production, like all the improvements that are available, and nothing in here increases the number of nurses I can have. It kind of sucks. I wish it would work, but it doesn't. It sucks. We're gonna get the CCS to have just be a little bit better there, and then all these guys are resting because they have to. It makes sense. I'll let you guys rest. You guys are exhausted. Let's pull you guys off of medical creation for now. Yeah, I'll just pull you guys out of here for now. Just get everybody a rest, but I want somebody working on this stuff though. Somebody's got to be building this, all right? And we'll swap you down so there's 2 and 2 on each of these.
Sir, one of the patients recently brought to the casualty clearing station had with him a personal letter.
All right, there's a personal letter. Samuel Vermont. Ooh, it's like a son or something. You get any relation to our trauma surgeon? Anyway, he already works significantly better, so morale slightly increases when they work. Hey, I'm just another bonus to our morale, huh? I think, yeah, I think that.
Addressed to you, sir.
All right, so this
Engineers reached the construction site.
This guy's got a letter to me right here, VIP here. This is Tobias Jaden Collistar. I'm writing you this official letter to demand your immediate intervention in the matter of my operation. My grave injury was diagnosed as not of significant danger, but it was diagnosed wrongly. I am in great pain, which prevents me from returning to my duties, as my person is indispensable in the rear supply depots near Paris. I have no other option than to strongly demand my immediate surgery so that I can return to my duties as soon as possible. He is a noble. Yeah, he sounds like it. From a minor house in England. But it says he's from Wisconsin. It says he's an American. Wait, he's an American from Wisconsin, but he's also a noble from a minor house in England. You guys gotta match these up, okay? You can't have this and then say this. He's like, and he's working in Paris. I'm all very confused here. So you're a noble from a minor house in England, but then you moved to the United States and live in Wisconsin apparently before joining the armed forces for the British. And now you work in France. My head hurts. Family connections. He chose to post in England, but was shipped to France alongside the reinforcements. According to his subordinates, he is a bureaucrat and not a very effective officer. The initial diagnosis indicates that his condition is not life-threatening and only mildly annoying. The operation will take a long time. 11 hours. Oh my God. We're going to have to amputate. No, I'm not going to do that. All right. We're going to take, put you there. You'll be exhausted. There you go. And I mean, I have the personnel. I have the available shift. I know it's going to take a long time. We have a well-rested surgeon here. We'll let Gerard tend to your wounds.
Patient arrived.
It's fine. So we are strong for the battle now. Really weak for the next one. And we still need to send more people to HQ anyway. So I'm just going to stuff HQ for this batch right here. Let's give HQ this one. We'll give the front lines that one, and then put this one on here. So it gives a few more people. We're up to 20 soldiers sent to HQ at this point, which is pretty good. Shorter the rehabilitation time, the better.
Sir, we lost this patient.
I'm sick of losing patients. There's no excuse. Absolutely none. All right, we must do better. Let's make some more meds. And we definitely need to keep up on rations and alcohol. And we're going to pull you out of here and stick you into that because I need more of those. Nurses, extremely exhausted. And you still have 2 hours left in your shift. I just don't know if I believe in this system as much as I don't know. I don't know if I believe in this system, guys. It's just not working out for me. Let's put them on shift 3 so they can have 10 hours to rehabilitate. And we'll put you on shift 2. Okay.
Sir, patient is cured. Sir, engineers reached the engineering depot.
Rehabilitation there. Seems good. We're up to 278 rations. I'm not sure how that happened. I thought we were short. Maybe that just came out on a train. I think a bunch of them just came in on a train. Let's make a bunch of meds. We got a lot of freight. And we'll go into here and we'll actually stick you in there for alcohol.
Engineer is on the way.
So we're going to have a lot of engineers. My engineers are kind of like, hurry up and wait. Hurry up and wait. I'm not doing schedules with them as much. I probably could. I just feel like, I don't know. I have to do it. I have to do it myself. Deserters? The group of German soldiers seem to be moving in the general direction of Paris and away from the front lines. They also seem to be avoiding any major roads or villages. Their rations are low, and most of them had sunken cheeks and showed signs of starvation. They seemed more like a ragtag squad of refugees or deserters than an elite fighting force. They had nearly no weapons, and from what the scouts gathered, they probably did not even have bullets for the ones they had. Well, let's approach the group then. Notify HQ? We could do that. If we approach the group, maybe we can learn some information. It might be risky. I'm going to do it. When the scouts revealed themselves to the group, there was confusion and a bit of fear in the Germans at first. Then the German officer steps in front of his men. In broken French, the officer tries to explain that their unit deserted and he's trying to reach British HQ to surrender. Finishing up, the officer takes out his gun and gives it to the scout commander, telling him he gives himself and his unit up to the scout's custody. Well, that's great. Scout team will escort the German unit to HQ as prisoners. HQ will provide 8 drafts and 2 staff points rewards for finishing the mission, as well as a morale boost. Boom! We're up to 94 morale now. That's freaking great. We got it. Olivia Phillips as a nurse. I think I want to get you... I want to replace anything that has negative, but I'd love to replace Glutton. I'm not sure where you're working. So you're currently assigned to whatever that is. I don't know. Is that the rehab center? It's crutches, so I'm going to assume that's the rehab center. I think it is. I'm going to give you... You know what? I'm going to give you this one. Because you're... so you'll work much better at it. Pretty sure that's what that is. Nurses, crutches. Yeah. So you're already working in here. You're going to be more effective at that now. All right. Fine. Cool. Guys, I think that's going to do it for today's video. I was hoping to finish this...
Sir, patient is cured.
HQ has decided to mount a great push on the other parts of the front in an effort to break the German line we were Able to send them a platoon of soldiers. Except in clothes. Good. I sent them all that they needed. See that? That's great. I did that thing. And we got through the quest that the episode was named after, so that's great. We can send you for my drafts. We can get drafts out of you, and we'll send you to the front lines to reinforce, hoping that we can maybe one day get that to be green. We have plenty of time to do that. Okay?
Patient is cured.
Excellent. Guys, thank you for watching. I do appreciate you. We'll see you in the next video, whenever that is, and we will start evacuating villages right here. Scout team leads the villagers to the first evacuation site. We are going to continue following the journey of these civilians as they try to evacuate. Okay, 5.5 hours
Sir,
on that journey.
started a new mission.
So we will catch back up with them in the next one. All right. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.